How's everyone doing? This is going to be a Blockbuster haul video. Recently they had a deal on their DVDs. They had a whole bunch of ones, $1 DVDs, so I picked a few up. And here we go right here. Each of these were $1 a piece, so I figured why not? I'm going to pick some ones up that I haven't seen before, some blind buys. I figure $1, low risk, high reward. It's cheaper than renting them. And I always get people asking me, why do you buy movies you haven't seen? Why do you go to a movie theater and see a movie you haven't seen before? I mean, it's the same kind of thing. And for $1, why the heck not? It's cheaper than renting it. And last month they had that deal going on where they had the 5 for $20 Blu-rays and they also had the $1 DVDs then too. So they have it again now. And I think around Labor Day they're going to have that 5 for $20 Blu-ray deal and the $1 DVDs again. Which means more of my money is probably going to be spent on that. Thank you, Blockbuster. And definitely let me know what you guys think of these DVDs if you've seen any of them. And also let me know, were you able to take advantage of these Blockbuster deals, the $1 DVDs, if you got the Blu-ray deals too? Let me know. Now all of these were blind buys except for one. The only one I've seen right here is Wolf Creek, Australian horror movie, the unrated version. Now I have this one already. I'm going to be doing a couple giveaways coming up soon. One, I'm going to be giving away the Goonies Blu-ray big 20th anniversary set. Very cool edition. I'm going to be giving away that, so look forward to that. And also I'm going to be doing a horror movie giveaway where I'm going to be giving away a bunch of different horror movies. And this is going to be one of the ones I'm going to be giving away. I know a lot of people love it, so I'm going to give people a chance to check it out. And if you haven't seen it, check out my giveaway coming up soon. And next up is the goods right here with Jeremy Piven, Ving, Rhames, James Brolin, and Ed Helms from The Hangover and The Office right there. Alan Thicke, the father from Growing Pains, had a small role in this film as well. Craig Robinson as DJ Request was great. And he has a great stand-up show as well, although it's more of a sit-down show. His act has a lot of music comedy where he plays on the keyboard and there's a lot of crowd interaction. It's great for a date. Will Ferrell's also in this movie. Personally, I thought this movie was hilarious. This was a blind buy for me, well worth the $1. It's not a perfect movie by any means. It's a little, it's flawed. The storyline is just ridiculous, but so many great one-liners and just hilarious moments. The Will Ferrell, when you first see Will Ferrell, oh my gosh. Get away from me, you purple dildo. Gotta get this dildo away from me. When he's, oh my gosh. And then Ving Rhames, Dawson's Creek, James Van De Beek. I'm not gonna say it, but so many great moments. And then the chick was hilarious in there too. And Jeremy Piven, he's just a likable guy. I've loved a lot of the movies he's been in, and one of my favorite movies was PCU. Very underrated comedy movie. It has David Spade in it. P-Funk is in it. George Clinton, the P-Funk All-Stars are in it. And Jon Favreau was in PCU as well. He played a character named Gutter. Jon Favreau, who directed Iron Man. Forget all that. He's always going to be Gutter to me. He cracked me up in that movie. But PCU, hilarious movie. Kind of a stoner college movie. Definitely check out PCU. Great comedy movie. And The Goods was very funny. Definitely worth my $1. So many hilariously epic moments. This one had me laughing out loud. Like I said, it's not perfect by any means. It's, very flawed as far as the storyline goes. Ridiculous storyline, but very entertaining. It's one of those movies you can just put on and have a good time. Basically, there's a whole group of guys that are, really well known for being sharks, for selling cars. They're like mercenaries, hired guns. It's one auto dealership's going to go out of business if they don't sell all their cars on a weekend. So they call them up and they sell all the cars and blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. There's some romance in there, but lots of comedy. And the car dealership where this takes place is in Temecula, California. Temecula, that's just a fun name to say. And next up is Ben Stiller in Greenberg, directed by Noah Baumbach, who did The Squid and the Whale. It's a quirky indie movie, and I especially love the dialogue in the one scene where Ben Stiller is talking to the kids at the party. Great dialogue in that scene. And I love the ending. It's the reference from the Wall Street part earlier in the movie, when he's leaving the voicemail to her. That being said, this movie isn't going to be for everybody, and it doesn't really seek to go anywhere, even with the pseudo-revelation at the end. And next up is a TV show called Bored to Death. We're here with Ted Danson, Jason Schwartzman, and Zach Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis, of course, from The Hangover. Ted Danson from Cheers. And did you know Ted Danson wore a wig during Cheers? And he wore a wig for years. I think that's still a wig right there. And then Jason Schwartzman, he's very entertaining to me. Darjeeling Limited, Rushmore, tons of movies. But one of the movies that I absolutely loved that Jason Schwartzman was in that I never hear anybody talk about is Slackers with Devon Sawa, Jason Segel, one of the guys from one of the Pete's from Pete and Pete, and then Jamie King as well. Also had the redheaded girl from the 70s show, who apparently, I think Laura Prepon, I think might be her name. She actually lived and grew up in New Jersey, just a couple towns away. Just a hilarious movie, and Jason Schwartzman made that movie. He was so creepy and gross and just over the top and hilarious in it. So Slackers, go see Slackers if you haven't seen it. Just very funny, very inappropriate. Slackers was hilarious, and You know, I picked this up because, you know, I like the actors in it, and it's a TV show. It's one of those, you know, random seasons, disc 2, episodes 5 through 8. The only one they had of this one. So I figured, you know what, I know all the other ones are gone. I might as well just check it out. It looks kind of interesting. Maybe it can get me hooked on the show. I've never heard of the show, but the cast made me give it a chance. Next up is Ed Brubaker's Angel of Death right here with Zoe Bell, and this is the unrated and unedited edition. And Zoe Bell, I remember her from Death Proof, and she looks like a kick-ass assassin in this movie. Why not? I haven't seen it. Figured I'd check it out. Maybe some fun action right there. And next up is Daywatch. I believe this is a Russian movie. And, you know, if anybody's seen this movie, you can let me know. There's a big debate I've always heard. Is the dubbed version better or the subtitle version? Usually I always go with the subtitles. But, you know, I've heard that the dubbed version is actually better, that the subtitle doesn't actually give all of what they're saying. If that's true, let me know if you've seen it. I also know there's a Night Watch as well. I think Night Watch came out first, like a couple years ahead of this. But I've heard good things about both, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. $1? Yeah. And next up is Derrick Comedy's mystery team right here. Now, they had a YouTube channel, which apparently they had, you know, millions of views. And I've checked out their videos, and I thought they were hilarious. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. I guess it's like a full-length movie of some of their skits that they do, trying to solve mysteries and stuff. So I figured, why not? I'll give it a chance. Apparently, they have over 150 million views on YouTube when this came out. It says on the back of the case right here. Of course, he's on Community right now, which I think is a funny show. That whole Thursday night NBC lineup is hilarious. You've got Community, you've got 30 Rock, you've got The Office, you've got Parks and Rec. Great lineup. The outsourced one I'm not a big fan of, though. But it looks goofy and fun, and I enjoyed the YouTube video, so $1. And next up is Franklin with Ryan Phillippe and Eva Green. This looks like a pretty cool sci-fi fantasy crime drama kind of movie. And apparently there's a romantic aspect in it as well. And the guy right there, the masked detective guy, kind of reminds me of Rorschach from The Watchmen. But it looks interesting. I figured I'd give it a chance. So those are my $1 DVD pickups at Blockbuster, right there. Pretty sweet. So if you've seen any of those movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. Leave me a comment down below. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.